traffic. And one of the things that traffic can be alleviated by is by being smarter how we handle the intersections. If we take our lights and coordinate them, if we adjust at different periods, and like up on Mount Vernon at night, why not make that flashing? Okay. A patrolman at Vermac and Womack could probably take care of a lot of the traffic problems during those two times in the day. But we're talking about, they're saying, going on about how well they've done, and the truth is I've gone door to door. The people are not telling me that. They're not satisfied with what they have tried to do. Dunwoody does have a traffic problem, and the biggest problem is coming out of the PCID where people go home, and they use us as a through route. I am not for making it easier for people to get through this city.
Okay, yes, without a doubt, we have a lot of traffic and we have a lot of country traffic. As far as signals being synchronized, we already have a grant of about $1 million last year that we worked on, and we just approved the other night at the meeting another $1 million add-on for our signal synchronization. I think that will greatly help. In addition to that, what we need to do is improve our intersections across the spectrum here. And when we improve our intersections, we should only improve our intersections to the extent that is necessary. In other words, let's build a regular Chevrolet and not a Mercedes-Benz. And I think that's very important. We know the troubled intersections, we've got some plans, and we've got them in motion. It will take us a while to get them in motion. The first two intersections will go down next year. As far as keeping people out of it, as far as putting a third lane down the middle of Mount Vernon, I'm against that. Not only am I against having it in, I'm against it having it in our master transportation plan. And I would propose that we take that out of our transportation plan because, you know the old story, if you build it, they will come. So the things we have to do is signal. Emily was right. Continue to work on the signals. We've done that. And then the next thing we need to do is enhance our intersections one at a time across the city. Remember, nothing that was done here for a lot of years until 5 years ago. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Let's continue to District 2. Some of your ideas to help solve the traffic issue, a minute and a half, if you can.
Sure. Well, not to sound like a broken record, but definitely signal synchronization is good. I think also looking at certain intersections to put additional traffic light sensors would be an excellent option as well. Evaluating realistic possibilities for some of these intersections, I think, is what we really need to concentrate on. One of the big proposals I have is in Dunwoody is taking a fresh look at a lot of the plans and creating a large plan for this community. And part of that would be looking at the long-term goals. Where is it Dunwoody wants to go? Where do we want the development to be? Where do we want to just leave alone the residential neighborhood? Put a nice new street through it, some street lights, and take care of it and go forward. I think putting a study together as we go forward, because we don't want to fix an intersection, then tear it up and have to fix it again and keep doing that through the city. So I think it's a combination of the here and now, synchronization of stoplights, maybe trying to get some additional stoplight sensors in at certain intersections. Long term, let's really see what we need to fix the problem and fix that particular problem and not make things worse by guessing.
Thank you.
Again, we've got to have Dunwoody sensible improvements to intersections. I'm not interested in becoming a throughway for North Fulton and Gwinnett. We need to make sure the improvements we do make work for the residents and are sensitive to our high-quality residential community and don't disturb that to any great degree. We've got a lot of impractical solutions that have been proposed by the city staff and the council. Most recently, we had Mount Vernon and Vermac, where the council initially approved engineering for the beginning of three-laning Mount Vernon in the first council meeting in July. They approved engineering for what was known as option 2 initially for that intersection improvement, and it called for three-laning from Vermac to Vernon Oaks. there was enough hue and cry that we were able to stop it, but the council didn't listen on the front end, and it's critical we listen to the people, talk to them first, and not have abbreviated front ends of projects. We've got to define requirements, and that includes listening to the people on the front end. That's where the leverage is at to be a smart city. Thank you.
I moved to DeKalb in 1997, and as long as I lived here, they did not fix one intersection. And since we've become a city, we still have not fixed one intersection. One of the problems we also have with a lot of our roads is there's water pipes that need to be replaced by DeKalb County. We're now to be able to actually do that, handle that ourselves, and send the bill to DeKalb County. That will improve some of the, and speed up the intersections that we got down the pike. One intersection that's coming around the corner is actually the Peeler, North Peachtree, and Tilly Mill intersection. And if you've ever tried to turn left on Peeler, that is actually very difficult because of the short span. That intersection actually mirrors the footprint of Roberts Drive, Spalding, and Dunwoody Club Drive. And it's going to be very similar to that, with 2 traffic lights at a time. And that will probably be one of the first intersections that the city actually takes on. I serve on the board of directors of the DHA, and the DHA actually, when we were looking at Mount Vernon and Vermac, we voted against actually widening the road down to 3 lanes all the way down to Vernon Oaks. In addition, we voted against widening it from the Dunwoody Village all the way down to Jug Ferry and making it 3 lanes. So I think intersections are very important, and I look forward to being involved in correcting them. Thank you.
I think now that the city's started to see what the comprehensive transportation plan means to our neighborhoods, it's time to readdress that. That plan may work very well for the PCID area around Perimeter Mall, but what we're starting to find out is putting all these amenities on the road means that we're going to lose a lot of our trees. The problem is that the city council is paying for engineering studies and they're using the comprehensive transportation plan as their excuse for saying, well, that's the way we're going to do it. Instead of first going to the people that are affected and talking to them and figuring out, asking them, what times of day do you think the traffic is the worst? They don't do anything like that. They just go and say, this is what we're going to do, like it or lump it. And this is what I've heard from numerous citizens. I live in District 3 and I've talked to people around the intersection that he just spoke of. We've got to rethink that. It's obvious that we have to do something with the intersections. We've got to improve them. One of my problems with the intersection improvements they propose is they end up costing millions of dollars. Why can't we spend a little less money on each intersection and fix more of the intersections? I understand that you don't want to rework intersections over and over and over again. I'm an engineer. I completely understand that costs a lot of money. You don't want to do that. You want to have a plan for that. We need to fix the CTP. We've got to fix it immediately.
Let me address a few things that my opponent said. He said the city is spending millions of dollars on intersections. Let me tell you the truth. We haven't bid a single intersection yet. None. We've been here 5 years. We've got some in the works, but none have been bid yet. So to detail out how much money we're spending on intersections is just not speaking the truth. It's fear-mongering. Let me tell you how we can help solve traffic in Dunwoody. We can time our signals to where traffic flows better. We can improve our worst intersections to keep traffic flowing. Are we going to solve traffic in Dunwoody? No. It's bad in Dunwoody, it's bad in Sandy Springs, it's bad in Brookhaven, Peachtree Corners, it's bad across Metro Atlanta. But we can keep traffic flowing, which will keep from the backlogs on Mount Vernon and some of the other areas of town. Right now, we've got 11 failing intersections in Dunwoody. We're going to start the first one at the end of next year, and that's the one at North Peachtree, Tilly Mill, and Peeler. I'm hearing citizens say that that intersection needs to be repaired and improved to get traffic flowing through there. It's not doing it now. We've got a lot of other intersections in the pipeline. It's taken a while for us to get on firm financial footing to get them done, but we're going to